Hello everybody and welcome. So I wanted to go live just really quick here to talk about product launch formula and something that I've been sharing with you for about a week and a half, 2 weeks. I'm really excited about Jeff Walker's new iteration of his product launch formula program. And I am a PLF owner. I have been for a long time, and I just love what Jeff does and how he helps people really transform their lives, with a system that works to generate income in their business. Whether you're just starting out in a business or you're pivoting or want to go to the next level, or if you're an artist and you just don't know how to monetize online or a writer. And in fact, that's something that I see a lot in my world, is that people who have written a book and then are disappointed because they have all these boxes of books and they don't know what to do with them and how to sell them and whatnot. And so that's actually something that Jeff Walker is able to help people with. And you'd be surprised at the different niches that he helps people with. And he's been offering a free masterclass for the last couple of weeks that goes through his whole process, and so you don't even have to buy anything in order to understand the process and the different steps that he teaches in his program. There is, we have a Facebook user that says live, #live. Thank you. Hello. In StreamYard, you do have to give it permission to see who you are, and so that I can say hello to you in person as opposed to just anonymous Facebook user. Yes, thumbs up. Anyway, so yeah, and so he's been giving away like all of his secrets basically in his free master classes that he's been giving, and also live Q&As that he's putting on as well. And I'll share my link for that after the live, and so you can register and benefit from it right away. But I wanted to also just give you a little bit of an insider look to what's going on and how it works and how he can help you, and also what my bonuses are if you decide to purchase and become a PLF owner like me. I've got like a bunch of awesome bonuses that will really help with you staying on track. And anyway, I'll talk about that later. So right now, I wanted to address something that a lot of times people think like, oh, it's not going to work for me. And pretty much there's no niche really that it's not going to work for, which is really surprising. And I want to share a few of those stories with you right now. So I'm going to share my screen here. And I was so proud of myself that I just figured out how to share the screen in StreamYard, because it's a little bit different than Facebook. Okay, here we go. So this is actually, you're getting a sneak peek about this. It's actually, I'm not going to be sending it out to you until tomorrow, but I'm just so excited about like all the transformations that he's able to do for people. And so here you can see that there's a drop down list of like all these different categories, and you can narrow the field by choosing one of those, or you can just scroll through all 86 case studies that Jeff Walker has shared here. This is one of my favorite stories. She was actually retired earlier than she wanted to be, kind of against her will. And she was in her 50s and didn't know how she was going to start again in corporate, because she was in a corporate position. But like prior to that, she was interested in doodling, and so she had a hobby of doodling. But her husband said, like, why don't you see if you can do something with that hobby that you love so much? Anyway, she became a PLF owner, and she launched a business helping other people learn how to doodle and make money from it. And so like, if that isn't like a super unusual niche, I don't know what is. Well, actually, I do know what is. Let me see if I can find this other one. Yes, hobbies and unusual niches. So there's another one here, Kathy Hay. So she had a hobby of making corsets from the Victorian age. And now she has a membership site where she helps people learn how to make Victorian era corsets and other garments. And that brings her over 10K a month in her membership site. So just like amazing, amazing stuff about what people can do. And there's like a brick and mortar business as well. So it's not just online businesses that this helps with. And so, like, as I said, sometimes people say like, oh, it's not going to work for me. But, when you get this tomorrow, you'll be amazed at how many different niches, and, from the conventional to the very unusual. So there's really, this system really speaks to pretty much anybody. So yeah, there's B2B, and pandemic pivots, and yeah, memberships and masterminds, if that's what you have in mind for your business. So lots of different things there. And I'm going to stop the share here and just make sure that we are live in our group, and I think we are. Yeah, we are live in the group. All right. And so if you have any questions, feel free to post them in the comments, and I'll check them out. If I miss them during the broadcast, I'll check them out afterwards and get back to you. The other thing that I wanted to share with you is sort of like behind the scenes, like when you become a PLF owner, what it looks like in your portal. So we'll share my screen again for that. So this is what it looks like when you log in, and there is different categories that appear as well, joining the PLF community online, and everything is organized in modules, broken down into bite-sized lessons. There's everything that you need to know about pre-launch, open cart, the seed launch. That's probably what you're going to be most interested in if you're just an aspiring entrepreneur, or if you've just been in business for a while. Then there's also the internal launch, which also can be very, very good to start with. So seed launches and internal launches. And I'm not going to go into that because Jeff does a much better explanation of what all that is in his masterclass. So if you sign up, and I'll give you the link, you sign up, and you'll be able to hear from the master about what those launches are all about and how to execute them, and then you'll see here that there's the calendar and then the coaching calls. So there are coaching calls, weekly coaching calls. This hasn't been updated yet because they're in the middle of their launch, but that'll be updated just after we finish. And actually, all of this disappears in less than 3 days. So yeah, the time to purchase product launch formula is 10 p.m. Eastern on Thursday, August 31st. And so after that, then all of this will be updated. But it's really easy to go in and register for your coaching calls, and then get the Zoom reminders as usual and all that stuff. And so different paths, to suggest about like how you approach, understand your avatar, launch to your email list, launch your product, like all these different paths. There are, frequently asked questions. Like Jeff has been doing this for 18 years. So he kind of knows a thing or two, and pretty much any question that you would have, somebody has already asked him, and it's here in the frequently asked. And when we go into the coaching calls, it might be Jeff, it might be one of his other coaches, but no matter who it is, you always learn so much. And even if you don't have a question yourself, they the questions that other people in the hot seats that they receive are so valuable. So it's highly recommended that you join that. Okay, so I'm going to stop my share here. And yeah, so the other thing that I wanted to share with you is the bonuses that I'm going to be giving you when you buy through my link. And I just want to, be upfront here that I'm only supporting Jeff Walker because I love what he does and he gets results for people. So I'm never going to be, promoting somebody just so like, oh, maybe I'll get some money, right? Like I have to believe in the product or the service or the person. So yeah, that's where I'm coming from on this. And then I'm going to share my screen for my page. And I'm actually going to send out this replay as a replay a little bit later. So, if you are on my list and you missed it, well, you're going to get this very soon. And here we go. Yeah. So this is my page. Of the bonuses. So this is the bonus package that if you decide to invest in yourself and in your business by purchasing Product Launch Formula, then you'll get these bonuses that are listed here on the page. And so the first thing is the Product Launch Formula support group. So I already mentioned that they have coaching calls. And they release the information each week, and it takes place over 8 weeks. But I always find that it's much better if you have an accountability group, because it's easy to kind of slough off. Oh well, I'll catch the replay of the coaching call, and but it's really important to surround yourself with like-minded people who are going for the same goal as you are in their business. And it just helps you stay on task. And so that is a $9.97 value of additional accountability calls, basically. So I'm not teaching you the Product Launch Formula. That's what Jeff does. But I'm going to be going through it myself as well, because I'm gearing up to do a launch as well. And so this is going to be really great for us to all get together and have an accountability group. Then the next thing is a bonus of being a podcast guest on my podcast, Own Your Creativity. And that my podcast currently has 3,500 listeners, and it's been downloaded over 50,000 times so far. So, some people are listening. And, getting on to a podcast or a summit or anything like that, it really increases your visibility and helps you grow your know, like, and trust factor, especially when you're sharing your story with the people that are interviewing you and taking advantage of that opportunity. So, I say it's $9.97, but really it's priceless if you are strategic and show up in a way that's going to grow your know, like, and trust factor and get people onto your list. And I also know that in my community, there are a lot of people who shy away from really building out their business online because of the technology. They're really, afraid that's going to be too complicated. And so this is a session where I'm really just going to go through all the different kinds of things that I use that make my life as an entrepreneur much easier, and give you that overview that you need to demystify scary tech, because it isn't that scary if you are a little bit wary or whatever. But if you're open to to improving your business, because the fact of the matter is, if you want to reach more people and if you want to have an online business, there is a certain amount of tech that you have to make friends with. The next one is to reactivate your creative flow. This is a $9.97 value. It's a weekend retreat. It's online, and it's really about reactivating your creative flow. A lot of times as entrepreneurs, we there's actually 12 main categories of life that we should be touching on every single day. But most of the time, we just are looking at two of them: our finances and our career or our business. And so when we just pour all of our energy into those two categories at the expense of everything else, we actually do ourselves a disservice, our business a disservice, and our clients ultimately, because we don't lead a balanced life. And it's important to have a balanced life so that we are showing up as our best self, energized, creative, and ready to tackle the next challenge with joy, instead of like, oh my goodness, how am I going to deal with this kind of a approach. And so that's what bonus number 4 is all about. Then there is a paid in full bonus. So if you choose to purchase product launch formula through my link and you pay in full, then you will get a half-day VIP session with me one-on-one, where we can talk about anything that I can help you with. So whether it's coming away with a strategic plan for using stories in your business, or cultivating joint venture partners, or creating the outline for your creative book or your authority building book, pretty much the sky is the limit in terms of what we could do in your VIP session. And we would just talk and beforehand and see what it is that you want to focus on. And it's tailor made for you. But this is limited to the first 5 buyers. And there is, there's a limit on this. And so, make sure that if you really want that bonus, that you pay in full. And then there is a fast action bonus. And so this is worth $19.97, $2,000. It's Voice Your Vision. And it is a weekend retreat with a 30-day coaching associated with it. And in the 2-day intensive, we create your origin story, your why story, and your differentiation story. And then there's follow-up coaching calls where you can refine it. But you come away with like 3 big stories to use in your business and create your know, like, and trust factor. And really, this is a steal in of itself at $2,000, because there are story coaches out there that charge $25,000 just to help them do their origin story, and that's it. They don't write it for you. It's not a ghost writing service for $25,000. It's just to help you get clear on who your avatar is and create your origin story. But you do all the writing. And so if you don't show up to do it, well, then you just wasted $25,000. But this, what I'm offering, is actually just $2,000, but you get it for free when you take fast action and purchase product launch formula. So the deadline to get the fast action bonus is noon on August 30th, which is less than 24 hours away from now. So, and all of that, like if you paid in full and you got the fast action bonus, that it adds up to $5,485. So, as I said, there's only 2 days and 8 hours to register for product launch formula. But if you want the fast action bonus, you do need to do that by tomorrow at noon. And after that, this comes off the page, so it's no longer available for as part of the bonus package. But you will still get all of these awesome bonuses, bonus 1 through 4. If you decide to do the payment plan, and if you do pay in full, then you get an additional bonus there. So that is what I wanted to share with you today. And if you do have any questions, do let me know. And yeah, if you want to have a conversation or have a conversation in the DMs, any questions that you have, I'm happy to answer them. So thanks so much for the people that showed up. I've got 3 hearts and a thumbs up. Awesome. Thank you so much for that. And yeah, we'll see you soon. Take care, everyone.